Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. Now, William Samoei Ruto, ever since he decided to lift the lead on what is happening in the parliament, he has suffered twice. The first time Ruto suffered is that his proposal by the CS for Treasurer John Badi was shot down in the Senate. The second thing is that his proposal to come up with a task force, a multi-agency task force, which was, according to him, going to curb corruption, was also shot down by Justice Mwamuye, the High Court judge. Now,
Bahati Mwamuye, Judge of the High Court, do swear in the name of the Almighty God to diligently serve the people in the Republic of Kenya.
All these two indicators are a sign that the two organs of government are not in agreement with him at all.
Where does somebody find 150 million? Where?
Now, the first thing about this multi-agency composition, which I'm also going to take you through so that you can also get to understand what RUTO did back then, is that the High Court has looked at the proposal of the multi-agency and argued that who is going to finance this? And in fact, there are no legal grounds for this formation. The second thing, according to the legislature, the legislative wing of the government, they have argued that the e-citizen itself is full of controversies, corruptions, especially when it comes to the facilitation fees that you are charged anytime you make a payment. And recently, the explosive statement from the Auditor General, So all those things, the indicators of the corruption that was spotted in the e-citizen, and why this multi-agency team is a way to gag the constitutionally recognized institution like the EAC, Because the big question is, if this multi-agency team is formed, then who does it report to? You see, people have argued that this is another way of William Ruto trying to gag these multi-agencies, and especially the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission.
He's now telling us, I want to form a multi-agency team to dilute functions of EACC so that he may appear like a hero. I mean, this is what we may call as paradox, the paradox of leadership.
The NIS, and especially the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutor, there was a reason why these bodies were put independent. So let's focus on Justice Mwamuye's reaction to Ruto's proposal of a multi-agency team. But before we continue with this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, kindly like this video, subscribe to this channel, because I've discovered that many of you good viewers watch our videos, but you forget to like. Please like, please subscribe, because that is the only way you help this channel grow. And thank you so much for that reaction. If I may first of all take you to a post regarding what the decision that Ruto took, and then the multi-agency team, and there's a post from NTV that says Ruto's graft busting team. And so that is the part that the judge looked at and realized that Ruto's trying to be smart. Amewasha moto ya corruption, then he wants to pretend to be the one who is going to, put that fire off. You see, by the first one being the executive office of the president, it means the president himself is going to be part and parcel of the team. Now, according to some pundits, they've argued that it is a way of silencing EACC. It is a way of silencing even the ODPP. ODPP was made independent, main reason because of how Moi used to conduct things. Back then, Moi would take over the responsibility of everything. That's why the new constitution decided to separate these independent bodies and allow them to operate autonomously. So what the government does is just to provide funds for the running of these entities. So for the case of EACC is the one in charge of corruption. So if the president wants to be the chair of that body again, it's like telling the EACC members that, wow, they don't have powers anymore. They listen to the president. Whatever the president is going to tell them there is what is going to be made as a decision. So all these things, if you look at them, coupled with the fact that, again, there's going to be some finance in terms of allowances, because if you want to subject a committee to people to be sitting in a committee, of course there's going to be some allowance to come with it. So the fact that there's supposed to be some allowance to come with it is some of the reasons why the judge looked at this matter and said that he ni mchezo ya panya. But the most worrying thing is that a day before the court made this kind of ruling, there was a video that surfaced from Moses Kuria. And Moses Kuria talked about him knowing that there was someone going to court, who was going to go to court. So Kuria had like, you know, okay, the fact that someone should go to court and stop this exercise. And again, Kuria, if you listen to Kuria very well, it was as if this was not a solution that the president can offer to the people. There was another solution that he could offer. So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, what we are being confronted with here right now is that the judiciary is also claiming that hawata kanyagwa kama wamekuwa kanyagwa kwanza kitambo. Wao wata make decision yao pia kivyao. Na decision wame make sign to stop hiyo mambo ya William Ruto, hiyo multi-agency. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us what to think about this latest development about Ruto and the predicament about decision by the courts. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe and like this video. Till we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.